Thanks for clicking on my video. Before we get started, please click the subscribe button so that you can get more great content such as this one. Thanks. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm your host Tony Coleman, and today hopefully I will be able to give you an updated version of the Gambit process from Swagbucks. I'm doing this video because the prior videos I had made have still got pretty good information in them, but when you go to use them, some of the numbers are off because the odds have changed or the rates on the gift cards have changed, so on and so forth. So I don't want people going back to videos from like March or October or what have you and thinking, oh, this is what it's going to be today, because it has shifted quite a bit. So we'll start off with the basically just getting logged into Swagbucks. If you don't have an account, go ahead and make one, but I recommend that you give some love and use somebody's referral because it does help them out quite a bit. Also, if you use someone's referral, then you can earn an additional bonus in doing so. It's usually anywhere from like $3 to $5 bonus depending on what their current offer is. So make sure you get that going. At the end of the video, I plan on doing some numbers. So the beginning of the video is going to be more of how the process is done and showing you some of the steps on the way. But then at the end, I want to shoot some numbers by you to give you an idea of what you can kind of expect. It won't be exact from the get-go. It's something that will be built up to, and it'll be different for person to person because not everybody has the exact same earnings. So for the most part, it's kind of just a guideline, not a guarantee. So first thing you do, my day is usually showing up here at Swagbucks website. I usually go to my goal, see how much I need for the day. As you can see, I've already earned my total goal for the day. Yes, this is really high. This is not something most people will have. As you can see, my goal today was to make 19,130 Swagbucks. If someone was to assume each Swagbuck was worth a penny, that'd be $191.30 for a bonus of essentially $10. However, Swagbucks don't have value officially, and then if you were to cash them in, looking at the gift cards and other payout options, you'll notice that some of them have different values, so you can't really put a set dollar amount on a Swagbuck, and most people just estimate a penny each. So this is how you get your daily goal amount. You'll start out with level 1. Mine's so small. There it is. Level 1's only 101 Swagbucks. It usually doesn't go much above about 110 Swagbucks at any given time. It really stays around the 100 range or below. And you would have only gotten 6 Swagbucks off of that, which would have been roughly 6 cents by hitting it. It's really easy to hit. If you have troubles hitting level 1 goal, you're probably doing the wrong stuff to begin with. But level 2 goal, you just click next to it up here on the bar. Again, you won't see the bar as well on mine because it's so skewed, but that's how you find out how many Swagbucks you're going to need. That's important for later when we get to that point. So my day usually starts with going to Swagbucks, finding out what my daily goal is, then going over to Gambit Rewards and checking out if I've got enough prize tokens in order to meet that amount. Now, Gambit's recently changed up how they do their tokens and their entries and so on and so forth. Up until February, you only had basically your play tokens and your winnings. They've changed that now. If you look at my old videos, you can see that. Now there are what's called free entries. They're not really free. That's where all your gift card tokens wind up. So if you were at Swagbucks and you went to redeem Swagbucks, and you looked at the Gambit options, like here, this is the highest amount you can get for Gambit. You can get for 9,500 Swagbucks. That's a 5% discount. All of the Gambit gift cards right now have a 5% discount. So if you were to purchase one of these, you would get 10,000 tokens delivered to your Gambit account. It's Rarely ever the same day. Usually it's about 25-ish hours after you redeem it. Sometimes you get them a little quicker. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 days. I've had it extend out to 5 business days before. But most of the time, lately, it's been within about a day getting your tokens. So this clearly is a 10,000 token gift card that I had delivered today. It shows up in free entries. Now, the reason it's important to distinguish that is because if and when I bet those tokens, which I'm going to show you the process here in a little bit, after you win your game, they will transfer your winnings to what's called play tokens. Play tokens are new category here in Gambit. Play tokens are basically your winnings, and you can rebet your winnings now, which in the past you could not. So here I could take my 10,000 tokens, bet on a game, and then I could also bet the winnings I had from previous tokens also on a game. Play tokens won't have the same profit estimate if you use the calculator websites, because they don't have the discount factored in anymore, whereas the free entries do. So that can get a little confusing for people. So if you are looking at what the profit is off of some of the other websites, which I'm also going to show you here in a moment, it's only assuming they're brand new tokens from the gift card so that they can calculate that 5% discount into the profit margin. Anything you bet from here, that's going to be just a straight regular bet with no discount included, and so your return will be a little bit different. So you may ask why you would ever want to use those. Well, that's more important if you're actually going to be making straight bets instead of hedge bets, because then you're looking to make your profit a little bit bigger from using those. Don't worry about understanding that now. It may be confusing. The important part is your play tokens can either be rebet, or you can convert your play tokens into prize tokens. Prize tokens are what you send back to Swagbucks. So if I wanted to convert some of my play tokens, you just hit convert, you type in the amount you want in there. It could be something simple as low as 1 token, and then you hit convert. Confirm it, and it converted successfully. Now it's in my prize tokens. Prize tokens you can redeem. You can either do it for cash, which is not advisable. They will send it to you with PayPal. Last I checked, they only sent you about 80% of what you could get if you send it through Swagbucks. That's also the same amount that they would give you if you were to donate it to a charity. However, this is the one you want, sending it to Swagbucks. It's 1 prize token to 1 Swagbuck conversion rate. So if you wanted to cash out some of your tokens to send back to Swagbucks, you would just hit get Swagbucks. The minimum to send over is 10. I don't know why they changed it from 1 to 10. I assume it was because of people manipulating the Swagbucks team challenges, and they figured if they did 10 at a time, it would reduce strain on their servers. But 10's still a very small nominal amount. But anyway, however many Swagbucks you want to send back to Swagbucks, you type in there, simply hit the get Swagbucks, and those will instantly arrive into your Swagbucks balance. So sending them back to Swagbucks really quick, really beneficial, and that's going to be important for the Gambit process. So here I am. I could select a 10K. I have enough for it. I've already claimed mine for the day, so it's going to give me an error here. But basically, you just claim it, and then confirm, put in your password, and then that's a redemption for the day. It goes to Gambit the next day typically, and then you're good to go. Now, if you don't already have a Gambit account, you should actually sign up for Gambit using Swagbucks. Because, well, we don't want rewards, we want Because currently, signing up for Gambit Rewards through Swagbucks can earn you 1,000 Swagbucks, which is equivalent to roughly $10. So the reason I'm saying do it through Swagbucks is because that's an extra 1,000 Swagbucks you can earn simply for going through them. Whereas if you were to use, say, my referral, you would get no bonus other than the normal sign up for one, which they give you 100 tokens for. And then I would get 100 tokens for you using my referral, but that's it. Whereas if you use the Gambit wall offer here, you will get your normal 100 for signing up for the account, but then you also can qualify for another 1,000. And you would need to follow their stipulations, which is usually you sign up, you bet on a game, which they give you 100 tokens to do, and then there is a link on the left to get more tokens. So it's not hard to do. Just follow their steps, and like right here it says get more. Get more. Play Vig hasn't been around for over a year, so ignore it. Again, from Swagbucks, it redirects you back to the redemption page, and then their stipulation said buy a 300 token card. I honestly don't know if you are locked into having to do 300 only. I would recommend following their instructions to a T, get what they say to get, and just be done with it. That way you're guaranteed to get your bonus, and then you can, not get screwed out of those. So do the Gambit offer through Swagbucks. Qualify for the extra 1,000 Swagbucks. I don't know how long it'll take. I've heard some people say they never got them. I've heard other people say they did. I signed up for Gambit long before I knew that they had the offer inside Swagbucks. And they've also recently increased the amount it's worth, because it used to only be worth like 300 Swagbucks, and I think it was 500. Now it's 1,000. So if you're setting up a new Gambit account, do that. If you don't want to mess with going through Swagbucks and you want to, throw me a bone, feel free to use my referral. I'll try and have it in the description of the video for you. If you don't want to use a referral at all, don't use one. It's not really helping us out a whole lot anyway, because by the time you're done betting it to cycle through, it's going to be less than $1 anyway. So do that. Keep in mind that, well, I won't skip ahead on that. So basically, go to Gambit, log in. Your page should just take you to this, recent games or whatever. I don't recommend doing the instant win games. The chances of winning those are next to nothing. You're just going to waste a lot of your tokens. So back on track. After I've bought my gift cards for the day, I usually have enough money in my Gambit Rewards, as you can see, where I can transfer and also buy gift cards from my balance and not have to worry about what order I do it in. A lot of people doing this process will come to Swagbucks, check how much Swagbucks they need to hit goal. They'll go back to Gambit. They will do their conversion, because most people have already cycled some tokens, have bet, and have winnings sitting in here in the play tokens. They'll go ahead and convert their tokens, then redeem their tokens so that they can buy their gift cards, just so that they can get this process going. Then they flip back over to Gambit Rewards, where they're planning on making their bets. So this is where the Gambit Profit and the calculator websites come in handy. If you go to gambitprofit.com, it's a very helpful website where you can put in the number of tokens that you plan on betting. Say I only wanted 10,000. I can hit save on that. And then it's recalculating all of the games that they have currently that have potential hedge betting. They are calculating these for us automatically to try to gain the most profit possible and to give you ideas on what is the best hedging as well. Now, as you can see, This game here is a negative 0.04% bet on a 10,000 Swagbuck gift card or a 10,000 Gambit token gift card bet. You would lose basically 3.62 Swagbucks on the offer. That's after the 5% discount is included. You're losing basically 3.62 Swagbucks. I will get to that in a bit on why that's okay and why it's not a problem and why, even though it's a loss, it's still a profit. But if you scroll around, you'll see that some of the other games have worse profits than that. In the past, there was the Powerball, which is here. That's the odd even here. Powerball used to be a guaranteed hedge profit. That's been several months back. They've changed the discounts to the point where it's no longer a profit on hedging it. As you can see on 10,000 token gift card, you're losing 200 Swagbucks, which if you estimate 1 cent per Swagbuck, that's $2. Now, again, you may say, why would I want to lose $2 doing this when the whole point is make money? Well, after this is done, you'll get this Swagbucks back minus, you'll basically enough that betting in there, it's only a 200 token loss out of 9,500. So you'll basically get around 9,300 tokens back. And you'll be cycling those back to Swagbucks. So it's important to keep in mind that betting in Gambit isn't just profit or loss within Gambit. The money you bring back from Gambit to Swagbucks is going to be considered brand new earnings in the eyes of Swagbucks. So when you transfer that 9,300 back, your goal may only be like 500 or 1,000, or you may have rang it up to the point where it's 9,200 or what have you. But your goal bonus is going to go up with that total goal. So in this case, if I was to bet 10,000 tokens, I would lose 200 Swagbucks in that deal. But transferring that money over, in reality, I normally have 20,000 20,000 tokens I cycle. So I would be sitting over, if I was to do the 20,000, that would be what, 18,600. So I would need additional Swagbucks to meet this goal if I was to do that. Now, again, you may say, okay, well, now you're losing money. Well, not really, because I've done the process enough where, as you can see, I've banked up a little buffer by doing my process and doing some different bets differently. And then also by purchasing Swagbucks, you can also help beef that up. So by transferring over 19,218 of those tokens, I made $10 worth. $10 minus the $2 is basically $8 profit. So right there, you just noticed that even though cycling at a loss, I can make money. Because had I done a 20,000 token bet here, it would have been that would have been basically a $4 loss. So I would have made a $6 profit today by doing that hedge bet for Powerball. Now, Powerball is only done on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So you can build up your tokens and then bet them all on Wednesday and then do it again and bet them all on Saturday and then transfer your winnings over the course of the days waiting for the next Powerball. Some people like doing that because then they don't have to think about the odds. They don't have to think about hedging. They don't have to think about any of the numbers. It's just a set routine. They just know to set on their calendar, it's Wednesday, place my bet on odd even, and I'm good. But if you want to make more profit and do it the smart way where instead of me losing $4, I would only lose, say, 6 or 7 cents, I would look at this website and I'd be like, oh, look, it's less than Powerball. That's probably the smarter one to go. But since it's not an exact bet on both sides, 50-50, they tell you exactly how many tokens you need to bet on each team in order to hit that profit, which in this case is a loss of 3.5 Swagbucks on a 10,000 token bet. I can show you what a 20,000 would be, because that would be normally what I would be betting. But since I did some cashing out with PayPal yesterday, I didn't have both 10,000 tokens. So here it would be 7.24 loss on a 20,000 token bet. You'd be betting 5,826 tokens on Rutgers and 14,174 on Iowa. And I can show you how that looks, because right here's the link straight to that game. And today, since I have 10,000, I'm actually going to show you placing the bet with a 10,000 token bet. I also recommend verifying the odds here are the same here. Because sometimes the website has a delay, and so you'll end up having a difference in betting. So Rutgers needs 29.13. So here I enter 29.13. Now you have to do these one at a time, because it does not let you place both of them at the same time. So as you can see, it took it out of my free entries. Verify 70.87, 70.87. And we have successfully hedged on this game. This game won't be until 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time today on the 10th. So after it's done, it doesn't matter which team wins, I am going to end up receiving 9,496.38 or 9,496.58 Swagbucks. Well, play tokens that can be converted to prize tokens, which can be converted to Swagbucks. So that's all I have to do to hedge. And I can do this every day. I can just go straight from Swagbucks to Gambit to transfer whatever I need to get my gift cards, then come back to Gambit Profit, find out what the best hedge is, click on that, go back and do my bet, and then I could be done for the day. Some people want to do it more advanced. So say you wanted to use a calculator. I do have another video on this already showing it, but say you wanted to bet 10,000 tokens. That's 1,000. There, 10,000 tokens. Odds for team 1. Odds for team 1 was 3.26. Odds for team 2 was 1.34. Right there, it's telling me that my profit percentage is negative 0.04% at a loss of 3.62. You can skew some of that. It helps on some of it, but some people want to do things a little better. If you have like a favorite, an underdog, what have you, you can also profit win, adjust some things. I recommend just using the straight up, already done for you tables that they've got. Some people like to skew the numbers to find out if they were to bet differently, what would it look like odds. And that's what you do if you have like a soccer match or if it's hockey, because there's a potential of a draw. If you're wanting to find out like a desired profit for the day, I could put in, I got 10,000 tokens. If I want, say, a 1% profit, put in the odds for the first team, 3.26, that is the underdog. And then the other is 1.34. Right there, it's telling me in order to get a minimum profit of 1, my profit from the favorite team winning is going to be negative 44. Profit percentage would be negative 0.47. That gets confusing for some people because you're going to have to adjust based on a few things. So that's not a good match to be betting on when you're hedging. but you can kind of get the idea that you can skew the numbers a little bit and adjust how you want to do. Next, we've already covered the transferring winnings. Here I can start giving some numbers to give you an idea of what to expect when it comes to doing this whole process. Just some historical reference. All the way up until about October, hedge betting was about 4 to 6% profit every day. Some days would be only like 1 or 2, but a lot of days you could find 4 to 6. It's now a negative, so you're not going to get profit from hedging specifically, directly. You can get profit from straight betting, like if you bet on the favorite for the night and they actually win. Yes, you're going to get profit from that. That's a traditional bet. But hedging, in the sense, not profit anymore. The profit is in the process of transferring your funds back, so cycling your tokens from Swagbucks to Gambit back to Swagbucks is where your profit's going to be for now. So, like I said, Powerball is a loss hedge, but it's guaranteed every Wednesday and Saturday. So I'm going to use that as the baseline for these numbers, because there are some people who really don't want to take the time to figure out how to find the cheaper hedges. They like knowing everything's consistent and the same every day. So I will use the 2.11% loss for my numbers here. That loss will factor in the 5% discount from the gift cards as well. I want to keep stressing that because some people get confused when they say, well, I bet 10,000 tokens and I only got 9,900 back. Why is that still why is that a profit? And the reason being is because you only spent 9,500 tokens to get the 10,000, so you made a 400 token profit. So when you're taking a loss, that means you ended up getting back less than 9,500 tokens. So that's how they factor it, because you only paid 9,500 for a 10,000 token card. So betting on hedges is not profit in a direct sense. How most people ask how hedge betting is profitable, and when there is a loss, and I'm kind of stumbling over my words here. By cycling your winnings back to Swagbucks, it will show up as new earnings each day, as I said earlier. Those earnings will count towards hitting the daily goals. You will find that hitting goal 2 usually outweighs the loss from the hedging and thus equates to a profit. The downside is for when people are first starting out. Their second daily goal may be really low, and if they're redeeming large Gambit gift cards right off the bat, then they may experience what they deem as a loss on the cycle. However, if you stick with it, it should not take very long at all for your level 2 to start moving up to the numbers that are a lot more enticing. Usually within the first 2 cycles of things, you're going to start noticing your level 2 go up. But once you've pushed your level 2 goals to the maximum Gambit, you will start seeing real benefits, like your Swagbuck caps the daily bonus at 1,000 Swagbucks. A lot of people don't know that. So if you're able to get your daily goal maximized to where the bonus is 1,000 Swagbucks per day, then you can essentially max out your monthly bonus. As you saw from my account when I showed you my Swagbucks account, my daily goal was really large, but the payout was only 1,000 Swagbucks. That's because I've maximized it and I've hit that glass ceiling. It will not go above 1,000 Swagbucks reward. So monthly bonuses are paid out on the 5th of each month. If you maximize your daily goals, then you can earn basically up to $300 a month from daily 2 bonuses, as well as the $3 streak bonus. Now, when I say $300 and $3 streak bonus, again, I am using the baseline of 1 Swagbuck equals 1 penny. We all know that some of the gift cards are different values, so the value of that swag buck may shift, but in general, we can reference a swag buck equal to a penny. That is near what it was prior, or that isn't anywhere near what it was prior to the end of October, meaning the bonus amount was the same, but the earnings that you could expect each month has changed. So now, if you're gutsy enough to bet without a hedge, you can actually still make profit from Gambit alone on top of your monthly goals. So there is some risk to that too, but I'm kind of jumping around on that. So from your daily goals, the most you can ever make is going to be $300 from the bonus, $3 from the streak bonus, for a total of $303. And that's if Swagbucks doesn't reduce the daily goal reward, or if you don't miss a day in your cycling. So basically right there, $303 a month you can make just from cycling your Swagbucks. I'll get into the numbers a little bit more here in just a moment, because I want to touch on also referrals. Referrals is a big moneymaker. If you happen to have someone that is a referral that is another adult in the house, or a friend, or a colleague, could be even a stranger, but Swagbucks doesn't like people referring complete random people, the process gets tons better for you. If your referrals are also doing Gambit and they are cycling their winnings every day, you will get a referral bonus off of what they transfer from Gambit to Swagbucks. Now, that does not come out of their pocket at all. This is just a bonus that Swagbucks takes out of their pocket and gives to you. So it doesn't hurt your referral at all, but you will get a referral bonus when they transfer their money from Gambit back to Swagbucks. So that's huge. So right now, a 10,000 token gift card is discounted 9,500 Swagbucks. If you are buying 2 of these, then you will need at least 19,000 Swagbucks to keep the cycle going. If all your referral does is transfer from Gambit the 19,000 tokens, then you will essentially get $19 referral bonus from doing that. And that is each day they cycle things. So if you have a husband, wife, girlfriend, brother, sister, cousin, best friend, whatever is your referral, you can basically have 2 people earning that monthly bonus from hitting level 2 goals and streaks, as well as an extra $19 per day, which $19 per day is $570 per month, all from this process. If you have adult children as referrals, you could have them do this as well, increasing these earnings significantly. So that $570 is like per person. So if you got 2, 3, 4 people in your house that can also do this, you can basically pay your house, your car, whatever off doing this. So there's no loss from buying Swagbucks either. When it comes to buying Swagbucks on your referrals account, because you can buy Swagbucks twice a day, and they charge you like $21.98 for 2,000 Swagbucks for $20 worth of Swagbucks. Well, you may say, well, right there's $1.98 loss. Well, it's 2,000 Swagbucks going into their account, and then you get a 200 Swagbuck referral bonus back off of it. So you're making 2 cents just by buying Swagbucks on their account and getting a referral bonus back off. And so if they hand you a $20 bill, you could basically buy it for them using your card or something. I mean, it's a process that you can help pad their system to get them beefed up, and you're still going to be getting referral bonuses back off of that. So the purchasing Swagbucks also counts towards the daily goal. So you can help them hit daily goals while they're building up and developing a little bit of padding in their Gambit process while building up the account. And yes, this can sound like a rather large investment. Some people can do it, some can't. So if you can't, just build it up the normal way. If you have the extra money to buy Swagbucks and cycle all this, go for it, because it will push your numbers quicker. So you could quickly fund your referrals account by buying Swagbucks, which helps raise the level 2 bar, as well as helps them afford larger gift cards to cycle the whole process. But one account with no referrals could make $303 a month, minus the 2.11% from Powerball hedging, which is basically 1,400 Swagbucks per week, netting a $247 profit, assuming that each Swagbuck is 1 cent. So just one person, no referrals, just hitting enough to get that the maximum Swagbuck bonus from hitting level 2 every month can net profit $247, keeping this process going after losing money on the Powerball hedging twice a week. Let me repeat that. You can lose 2.11% from Powerball hedging and still profit $247 every month through hitting level 2 goals every day. Now that's if you hit the goals and it's a full 1,000 Swagbucks each day from level 2 goal. You can do the math, it's there. If you have 2 accounts in the home, basically one of them was your referral. That's basically $606 a month total for both accounts hitting the daily goals and the streak bonus, minus your 2.11% from Powerball hedging, which would basically be equivalent to 2,800 Swagbucks each week. But then you're getting the 1,900 Swagbucks per day referral from cycling on account 2, which comes to a net profit for both accounts plus referrals of $1,064 total between the 2 accounts. It's a lot of money for all you're doing is cycling the same money back and forth between Swagbucks and Gambit. Hedge bet, you already know it's a set number. It's already fixed into it. But yet you're profiting $1,064 total between the 2 accounts. Granted, level 2 goals will fluctuate and continue to grow, so your earnings will go up and down with that. But mostly they will continue to go up as long as you hit that second goal. So just 2 people in the house, one refers the other. Together, you can make over $1,000 a month extra, and that's not doing a single survey. That's not doing any wall offers. That's not watching videos. That's doing nothing but sitting down and spending maybe 10 minutes of your day cycling the hedge bet. Just look at the website that's already doing it for you. You find which one it is, plug in your numbers for however many tokens you got, and bam. Buy new gift cards each day by cycling your money back, and keep this process going. And every month, right now, as the system sits, you could be profiting over $1,000 a month. It's a lot of money. That's 2 accounts, 2 people in the house. Now, I want to stress that you're only allowed 1 account per person. You need to follow the rules. You have to be the correct age for this. Gambit has its own restrictions on age and location. Some states are not allowed to do Gambit. So, and this is USA only. So there are going to be people from other countries that are drooling over these rates. Sorry guys, it's USA only. So you add a third referral or a second referral for a third person in there, you're going to see your rates skyrocket again on your profits. A lot of people ask me how I make so much. Again, I have stressed, referrals do matter. They do come in. If they are doing the Gambit process is very powerful. So you can make a lot of money right now doing this process. If you have any questions, or if I've confused you in any area, please comment in the comments down below. I do respond to people. I do try to explain things differently. I do try to encourage people to explore other options as well. I do know that in Gambit, there is a setting that you might want to change, because in the odds thing when you first set up your account won't look the same as mine, because you need to go down to settings and change it to, I believe it's under profile. Yes, here. If you do your odds presentation, I think normally they have American money line. That doesn't look the same and it's hard to figure out. Just change it to decimal European and you should be good. So I skipped that step earlier because it's already done on mine, so I didn't notice it. But that's pretty well it. I think that covers most of the process. I may have forgotten a step or something. If I did, please call me out on it. But subscribe to my channel, like the video, hit the bell button so you get notifications of new ones. Comment, share the videos with all your friends. So that's all I got for today. And until next time, have a good one.